Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of creatnprocess. In today's video, we'll look at how you can create out some amazing text effect in Adobe Illustrator. We'll be creating out these three designs using a replace spline option in Adobe Illustrator. We'll also be using blending options. In the previous video, we have seen how you can create a blur text effect using Adobe Photoshop. We have created out three amazing designs using various blur options. We have used motion blur, distort blur, zoom blur, and various other attributes to create out these three amazing designs. In this tutorial, we'll be creating out these three designs using blending option and the spline option. So in the first design, we'll understand the basic concept of how we can use reverse spline option to any design. In the second design, we'll be using that option and create out a nice text effect. In the third design, we'll be blending the normal text and the spline text together in Adobe Photoshop. So let's look at how we can create out this design. But before we begin, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe this channel so that you can get the notification for new videos. And if you like this video, please press the like button. So let's begin with the designing process. So the first design we're going to create is this. It's very simple, very easy. So we'll be creating out two circle and apply a nice gradient to it, and then we'll apply it to a spine like this using the replace spline option. So let's create this. So I'll first draw out a circle. So select the ellipse tool and draw one circle. Now let's apply this color. So I have already made a color palette over here, and I'm going to show you the color code as well so that you can apply the same color for your design. So the first color is this. So if I see the color code over here, this is the color code. This is light magenta, very light, so FF7A8B. So just copy this color code, or you can just type it out, and selecting this will apply gradient, right? Select, click, and for the first color, we'll go to RGB, right, and paste it over here and enter, and here we go. Now select this second color as well, and let's copy the color code, Command Control C, right, and the code is FF0044, right. And after that, selecting this, just open this second slider and choose RGB, and here Command Control V, enter, and here we go, and we have applied a simple color like that. Now let's create another circle for this. So for this second circle, we need some blue and dark color. So this is the colors I'm going to use. So for the first color, let's pick the color code, Control or Command C, copy, and select this, double click in there, just delete this out, double click in there, select that and paste it and enter. Copy this second color as well, Command Control C and 3C1624, okay, and selecting that, just double click on the second slider and Command Control V and enter. So now you have applied gradient color to each of the circles. The next thing we're going to do is to blend them. So selecting these two circles, you can either go to Object, Blend and Make, right, or you can directly click on here and just click on first circle and then the second circle, and you have created a nice blend. Now you can decide how much blending shapes you want in between. It's a smooth color, right? Let's click on specify steps and let's increase the value right there. Now for this starting, I will just keep it around 50, and let's apply this blending shapes to a spine. So let's draw a spine similar to that. So I'm going to use the pen tool. So select the pen tool, and as you can see, this is quite similar to this. So we're going to create out something similar to that. So click a little bit like that, and we'll apply to the stroke, right? So it's just making sure that all the shapes are quite smooth and curved, and I think this is fine for me. I'll just scale it up, right, and after this you can directly go in there, smooth it out using the die selection tool. So just click there and use the handles to make it smoother. Here also you can just play around with this just to give some interesting curve there. And once you are happy with the shape, what you can do is just bring in this shape over here. Now selecting this and this, we have selected both. Now go to Object, Blend, and here's the option, Replace Spine. Just click on it and it will automatically replace this spine. And this is the design. Now we need to do some modification with the design right now, so let's do that. So I'll just go in there and make this smaller. So I'll just scale it down something like that, right? And this one I'll make it bigger. As you can see, I want a bigger circle there. Okay, now what we need is we need some arrangement. So as you can see, this is on the top and this is on the bottom. So right click and arrange it to front like that. Okay, now if I go outside, you can see the change. Now what we need to do is we need to increase the number of blend shapes. So you can just go and double click on the blend tool and just increase these shapes over here, and it will give you that smooth look over there, something like that. So we'll keep it around 400 and click OK, and here we go. Now you can do some little more adjustments, like you can change the direction of the gradient. So let's say you want to change the direction, you can just go in here and keep it 90 degree or maybe minus 90 degrees. So top to bottom, do the same for here, minus 90 degree, and here we go. Our first design is ready. It was very simple, very easy to create. So now we have seen how you can use replace spine option and create out some amazing simple designs. Now let's apply this concept and try to create a text, and for that here's the second design. So here, as you can see, I have created this text using the spine option and the blending option as well, because the spine option can be applied only to like stroke path and stuff. So you can't apply it to a normal text. You have to create the shape which you want using the pen tool as a stroke path, and then replace the spine with some different design which you want to give. So let's try to create this. So now for this, let's draw the path first. So I'll use the pen tool, right? Something like this. It's very easy using the pen tool because you can maintain the flow. You can adjust it as per your requirement, something like that, and something like this. And now O. So just maintain the flow and make sure they're going in a very smooth way, something like this. And after that, what you can do is you can tweak the shapes using direct selection tool. So select that and just tweak it, something like that. Make sure everything is smooth and fine. So just go individually like this and tweak each of the handles to get that perfect design you want, something like that. And just go there, make it simple but very smooth and very clean. As you can see, you can customize and create any text you like using the pen tool. So whatever text you want, you have to just draw it out using the pen tool, something like that. And what I'm trying over here, I'm giving some gap here just to get that nice cool look to the L shape. I'll do the same for the other as well, just to make sure. Give that simple something like that and make it curve here. And here O, we need to do some adjustments just to make it a little bit oval, and keep on adjusting until you are fine with the design. To that, like that. And once you're done with the creation of the path, stroke path, the next thing we're gonna do is to create the blending shapes. So let's draw out a simple circle, small one, right? Small one, something like that, and let's fill it up with a gradient color. So we'll do the same following steps. So here I have applied a normal gradient color. Now I'll just pick this color, right? And let's double click on this and copy the color code. So here's the color code, just copy it. Command Control C, double F, double 572, okay. And after this, select this, click on here, okay, something like that. So once you have selected this shape, make sure that you select this gradient option. So gradient tool, and after that only this option will be activated. So first, select the first slider, right, and choose RGB, and just apply the color code which you have copied and enter. Now let's copy the second color as well. This is dark blue, so here's the color code, okay. Then select that shape and we'll add a middle slider, and we'll give this color code and enter. Now for the third slider, we're gonna pick this little lighter blue color, right? On Control C, okay, and then select the shape and select the third slider, choose RGB, right, and just press and paste it over there, and here we go, we have given that nice color. Now we need to change the angle. I'll just keep it to 90 degree, or maybe just reverse it, minus 90, and we'll do some little bit of, keep it here, and second one I'll just place it here. So I just create a duplicate of it, and we'll keep the same gradient color to this. Now selecting both the circle, we'll go to blending option, blending tool, click on it, and just click on the first circle and the second circle, and here we go, we created a nice blending shapes. Now you can control it over here. You can choose specify steps and give it around, let's say 300, okay, and here we go. Now what I'll do is I'll select this and this stroke path, and I'll go to object, blend, and replace spine, and this will replace the spine with our design, and here we go, we have created that nice text. Now we're gonna customize this, so double click on here and just scale down the shape according to our requirement, something like that. Do the same for the other, make it smaller, a little bit smaller, okay, let's zoom it out and let's see, okay, we'll keep it a little bit bigger, okay, so just click and just drag it out, do the same, scale it up a little bit, and now let's increase the number of blending shapes. So it's very simple, double click on it and increase it, and increase until you're fine with it, and okay, here we go, and I think it's looking great. We can just reduce the shape a little bit, something like that, and here we go, we have created a nice text effect using the spine option. So what we have done here is we have replaced our spine with the stroke path which we want and apply to a blending shape. So it's very simple, very easy to create. Now let's create out our third design, and it's also very simple. We have applied the same concept. We have replaced this spine for this gradient blending shapes, and in this design what we have done in Photoshop is we have added under text and blended together and created out this amazing looking text effects. So let's create it. So I'll again go to Illustrator and let's try to create this. For this third design, I'm going to use different tool. I'm going to use pencil. So here I got a pencil tool, right? I'll just double click on this, and here we need to do some little bit adjustments. So here the fidelity is around average, so I'm going to keep it to 100% smooth, and after that we need to reduce the number of pixels to around, let's say 5, 6 or 4 as per your need, around 4, 5, 6, that's fine. Now after that, let's draw this text. So just draw it out roughly, and it will be automatically smoothed out by the Illustrator. So just like this, click, drag. You can just draw it out very slowly as well, like this, then Y, and then E, and as you can see, it's already smooth. Now you can go in there and do some more adjustments. So just apply some white color just to see the strokes. So I'll go to object, path, and simplify. Okay, so after that we'll do a little bit of adjustments using the handles. So wherever you find some little bit of tweaking, just do that, something like this. I'll just make it a little bit here, something like that, and I think it's looking great. Now let's draw out the circles and apply some gradient color, and I have already created some gradient color over here. So let's apply this, and we're going to use the same technique. That's we'll copy the color code and apply it, and you'll do the same as well. So just copy this color code and apply to your design, and you'll get the exact same design. And for this design we have used pencil tool. We have in the earlier design we have used pen tool to create this. This time we have used pencil tool with a smoother setting, and it was very simple, very fast. Now let's create a circle. So select a circle, ellipse tool, and draw a circle. Now let's apply gradient. So select that, apply gradient, and check gradient tool as well, and you will see this gradient tool now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this color, copy the color code, Command Control C, OK, and select this first color, RGB, and we enter. I'll select the second color, pick the color code, copy it, and selecting the shape, OK, RGB, and paste. Very simple, very easy steps. Now I'll create another duplicate of the circle for this second end, and this time we're going to change the color as well. So here it is green and light dark blue, so let's do that. I'll select this, pick the color, copy the color, select this, select the first slider, and paste it there. Select the second shape, pick the second color code, select the shape, select the second slider, and paste it there. And here we go, we have applied the gradient color. Now let's change the gradient angle as well, but before that let's apply blending tool. So selecting these two, just click on the blending tool and just click on the first circle and the second circle, and here we go. Now I'll just double click on the blending tool, and let's reduce this number of steps in between around 100 or 120. Okay, now let's replace the spine. Very simple, selecting this, and go to object, blend, and replace spine. And here we go, let's do the some adjustments. Decrease the size, select the other shape and decrease the size. Now come out, and the order is good. We need to just increase the number of blending shapes, so let's increase it and let's check it out. And we need to do some adjustments with the colors. So as you can see, pink is on top and dark is on bottom. Let's do that. So selecting this, I'll just make it, let's say -90, right? And for the second, I'll just rotate it randomly. So just make sure that the green is on top, and let's see, and here we go. You can see that amazing looking text there. Here I have reduced the number of spacing, that's why you can see these gaps. So what I can do over here is I can just increase it here as well, and if I click it there, you'll see the same effect there. So as you can see, I have reduced it because the file size was getting heavier. So this time I have increased it, and it's working a little slower, so let's reduce it. So this is the final design, and once you're happy with this design, what you can do next is we'll jump to Photoshop. So I'll open the Photoshop file here, and let's drag and drop it to Photoshop. So just selecting this, right, and drag and drop it to Photoshop, and just scale it down a little bit. Now let's type our text. Just place it on top. So this is our older design. I'll just place it in a group so that it's not disturbing while we're working this. So this is our vector shape which you have just brought in. So I'll just place it here. Okay, and now let's type our text. So add a new layer, T and HEY, hey, and let's pick a color for this, white, and choose a font. So the font we have given for this text is Times New Roman, and let's scale this up and place it somewhere around here. Okay, and enter. Now we need to blend this together. As you can see, there are some region which has been masked out. So what we can do is I'll just click on this thumbnail with the Control or Command pressed, and this will make a selection, and then I'll just selecting the text layer and apply mask, and now Command Control I to reverse, and then with the brush tool with the white color selected, just paint it at this region. Just make sure the edge is on top of the text. That's all. Something like that, and other layers can be on the bottom. And here we go, we have created this interesting text effect using Illustrator and Photoshop. We have used blending option and the replace spine option in an interesting way, and we have also understood how we can give different combination of colors using the gradient tools. So finally we have created these three designs using very simple techniques. We have seen how you can use the replace spline option to create some simple design. Then we have also used the spline tool to create a text design, something like this. And we have used pen tool to draw this stroke path. And for this third design, we have used the pencil tool with the smoothness option and drawn out this nice text. And we have blended to a normal text using the masking option. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to check out the next tutorial coming up. And if you want more updates on designing, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.